22 and a big arena tonight, the biggest in Tauihi's short history. And it's going to be an exciting double-header here in the Garden City. Kia ora, very good evening to you. Hugh Baden here alongside BBNZ Hall of Famer Donna Wilkins. And Donna, speaking of being honoured, you were out on this court just a moment ago with some of your fellow Cantabrian former Tauferns and members of the New Zealand under-17 team. Look at you front and centre, taking the middle perk. It's going to be a big night, isn't it?
Oh, look, it is. And, yeah, no, I was just joining and because they had the future and the past, and I was just trying to bridge that gap because I felt like we were quite old out there on the court with the under-17s. But nice to be honoured and, you know, be back in Christchurch and at a women's game. Like, how exciting is this?
Oh, it's going to be fantastic. This game followed by the South NBL game between the Rams and the Giants. So a big crowd expected tonight. Upwards of 5,000, we're told, as we tip off round 4 of GJ Gardner Home's Tauihi with the Pouakai and the Kahu. Still to come from tomorrow at lunchtime, the Hoiho taking on the Phi. The Queens meet the Phi as the Phi complete a double-header road trip on Sunday at Tauihi Arena in Porirua. And the Kahu back at Tamaki Makaurau on Tuesday night when they take on the Southern Hoiho. And the Kahu lead the pack in this inaugural season, 6-0 with a points diff of plus 63. Who can stop them? Well, the Pouakai will fancy their chances tonight. A full roster, 3-3 alongside the Phi and the Queens. Someone needs to make a move and slow this Kahu side down. Will it happen tonight in Ōtautahi? Starting 5 for this as yet unstoppable Northern Kahu side, and there's 5 reasons for it. Kayla Ledger-Walker, Michaela Cox on your screen, the Tauferns legend, the engine room of this side. Talia Tupaia on the wings with Mate Grays and Madison Wolf at centre. And from one Tauferns legend to another, let's hear from their head coach, Jodie Cameron.
So, Jodie, you must be really pleased with how the Kahu have started the season with midway point and you're 6-0.
Yeah, really pleased, Donna. I think any coach that is going out 6-0, you know, is going to be happy with their performance. So hopefully we'll continue that tonight.
So as a coach, what do you go back and what do you work on, like going into today's match against the Pouakai? They're sort of sitting middle. There's 3 teams bunched in the middle of the table. What do you work on?
Work on just probably ourselves. You know, we can always refine and get better at our own standards and our performance. We're not happy with a few things in our stat line, so, you know, we've been working at that, and so hopefully we can have a bit of reflection on that tonight and be happy with tick boxes on those stats that we've been concentrating on.
And how good to see Michaela Cox back in New Zealand.
Yeah, really excited for her. She's been wanting to come back home and play a little bit of basketball and give back, and I think just being at home, it's been a long time for her and reuniting with her family. You know, she's having a great season, so hopefully that continues.
Well, all the best tonight, Jodie.
Cheers, thanks.
For the Mainland Pouakai, starting 5 for Tali Bevilacqua, Lauren Hippolyte and Mary Goulding in the backcourt. Waylon and Trinity Baptiste, who has been one of, if not the star of the competition in 2022. And Tauferns centre Tessa Boagni leads the attack. So their head coach, Tali Bevilacqua.
So, Tully, big crowd tonight expected here at Christchurch Arena. How have the girls prepared for tonight's match?
Well, first of all, Donna, it is a privilege to have you here and be commentating in the inaugural league. So it's a privilege for us to have you here. It's going to be a massive crowd. You know, 5,000 plus tickets sold. So we're hoping that they get in early, come and see some great women's basketball. I think what people are seeing is just, you know, this league, even though it's its first season, the competition is of high quality.
And so, unfortunately, you had a loss last week. You went down to Phi. What have you done this week to rectify that?
Look, you know, Phi had a great, especially Tiana Clark, she had a great shooting night and she made some really tough shots, so credit to them. it's about us. You know, we got to take care of the basketball. We got to box out. We got to run the floor. We have to do all the simple things, and that's what it comes down to. We statistically match up pretty good with Kahu, but they get to the free throw line more times than most teams, and that's where we've got to take care of business. Stop fouling. Don't put them to the line.
I'm looking forward to it, Tully. Good luck.
Me too, matey.
Well, look at the head-to-head, and we mentioned Trinity Baptiste dominating every stats category available for the Pouakai.
Yeah, look, and they're going to need a big game from her tonight. She's got a great step back and really finishes her shots, and just the energy that she brings to this team is great to see, but she'll need a big one tonight.
Matey, the call from Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa, a former teammate of yours, of course, in the Australian WNBL.
Yeah, I don't know if there's many Aussies that call me matey, but Tully definitely does. And, you know, we won a championship together for the Canberra Capitals back in 06, 07, so a long time ago. But yeah, it's great to have her here. You know, she's been involved in the WNBA and everything. So, you know, she's got a pretty stellar career, and to have her here, part of the league, is awesome.
Three-time Olympian, a world champion, and of course a WNBA player of many seasons, so it is great to have Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa. The officials crew for tonight: Hamish Dale, crew chief on the right of your screen, Tony Lee Smith-Hunwick, and Taylor Lynch, the mustachioed man on the left. As we get set to tip off the first of a double-header here at Christchurch Arena, followed by a Sal's NBL game between the Canterbury Rams and the Nelson Giants. Never any love lost between those two. That one coming away from 7:30. And this Kahu side, you know, obviously inaugural season, Donna, as these rosters were put together, it was tough to pick on any form, of course, or any history. But that side, the Mainland Pouakai, on paper with a side, a lot of people thought, okay, that's the team to beat. But it has been this Kahu team, hasn't it? Well,
yep.
Clearly with 6-0 record, that have been the team to beat.
Oh, absolutely, and they are the team to beat, you know, right across the board. I think they go quite deep on their bench, and I think that's a big one. You know, you notice in a lot of these teams, and even the men's competition, there's not huge depth in the bench in some teams, and it's really noticeable. But the Kahu go deep, and look, they're taking care of business, and you know, it's going to be a big one for the Pouakai to get one today, and they do need to beat them to have a chance to move up that ladder and get out of that gridlock.
It certainly is a gridlock. Sweet, listening to Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa talking to her team.
It's not about them, it's what we do out there and the mentality that we bring from the very start of the game. Okay? We talk, we communicate to one another, we're calling out screens, we know what we're doing defensively. One shot and done. You get a body, you box out, nobody starts running until we get that rebound, and then we're off to the races. All right, if we can score in transition, that's the best offense we can get. If not, point guard, take control, get us into our sets, make sure everybody's ready to go. Wait for your screens. All right, it's the little things. You've got to wait for your screens so that we can set good screens. If we set good screens, we get...
The key is to get to the line in this game, guys. Get to the line, punish them early, run the ball. Got all our set stuff.
Attack them.
Attack them.
Kahu, 1, 2, 3.
Kahu. Go at that team.
Well, we heard from Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa in the interview you did with her, Donna, about stopping the Kahu get to the line. We've just heard it straight from Jodie Cameron's mouth. The key is to get to the line. And the Pouakai have suffered from foul trouble so far this season, so that will be a key part of this game, clearly.
Oh, absolutely, and Tessa Biagni is a big part of the Pouakai, and if she's on the last game against the Fire, she spent a lot of time on the bench because she was in foul trouble. Yeah, and as you say, Tully's talked about it, and it's obviously something that's been working for the Kahu. They're going to drive early, so it's going to be a good matchup to see defensively what the Pouakai can do.
Erin Whalen on the left of your screen, an aggressive driver of the ball. Trinity Baptiste in the centre of your screen, one of the sweetest fadeaways in New Zealand at the moment. And then the three tall ferns on that starting five: Biagni, Goulding, Hippolyte. It really is a nice team on paper, and they've had their moments. Mary Goulding's been in and out of the country, representing the team for 3x3, so a little bit of disjointness there for the Pouakai. So far in 2022, whereas the Kahu have been the most settled team, less pieces moving in and out on international duty or injury. They've been pretty fortunate so far with their injuries, and they've capitalised on it on the court. But they are a fearsome team. They stand down from no one, much like their coach, Jodie Cameron, in her playing days.
Oh, absolutely. But, you know, sometimes it's hard when you're at the top. You know, everyone wants to topple you and knock you off, so it's a chance. But I'm really looking forward to seeing this Kahu in action.
Score bench just a couple of ticks behind. The looks of things as referees Tony Lee Smith-Hunwick are just sorting out a shot clock issue here with the score bench. Just when things are about to start, things go wrong, obviously.
Well, at least the shot clocks are still there, Hugh.
Yeah, true. In this very city, just the other day, we had a shot clock fall off its mount before a Giants game.
And to be fair, last night when I was watching the Airs and their dunks that they were doing leading in their warm-up, it's understandable why that shot clock disappeared at Cal Stadium for a bit.
So we've got lights on the shot clock, so it looks like we're good to go. The referees are strutting back onto the court. So a delayed start, but a start nonetheless here at Christchurch Arena. First game of Tauihi in this wonderful, wonderful venue. And Hamish Dale will throw the ball up as Boagni and Wolf contest, and it is the Kahu who control the tip. And we're underway on this double header. Live into your living rooms on the home of sports, Sky Sport. What a way to spend a Saturday night. Crystal Ledger Walker trying to find a bit of space early on. Inside they go to Madison Wolf. At Tessa Boagni they go. There's Wolf down low, and they go to the line to start the game. Oh, foul on the floor. They won't go to the line, I think.
And they're going to take that from the baseline, but you can see early with Kahu and they're cutting to the hoop. Oh, no, she is lining up for two. I think everyone's confused at the moment.
Making sure the right time is on the shot clock. Potentially some continued issues here.
Always hard when it's different equipment again, isn't it? You're at a different venue.
Referee Hamish Down, experienced campaigner, so all over the problems, as are the score bench.
He's a busy man, isn't he? He was down in Southland last night. He's here controlling this match tonight.
Back underway. Hope for the last of the delays as Michaela Cox gets an up fake, skips into the lane. Just can't get the finish. Boagni with a good board. And Pouakai come the other way through. Lauren Hippolyte. They'll look for Baptiste, and Kahu will look to deny Baptiste down low. She makes her way into the low block. Marte Grace fronts her. So we have a foul here, called on Michaela Cox.
Probably a wee bit unlucky as the ball was bounced on a foot.
A tough travel day to Michaela. She had an issue getting on the flight from Auckland down to Christchurch, so had to come on a separate one later and only got here about an hour before tip-off.
Oh, look, she's a pretty seasoned campaigner. It probably wouldn't make any difference to her, the energy that she brings.
Baptiste fires it over to Boagni. Back to Trinity Baptiste. Let's get her first shot up. Pulls up from the elbow. And down it goes. Baptiste underway for the Pouakai. Tupaia. Nine unstoppable on her night. Misses her first shot. And that goes out of bounds off Maddie Wolf. So
it's good from Tessa Boagni, though. Crashing those boards, she's going to need to do a lot of that tonight. Going after those rebounds.
Lauren Hippolyte and Crystal Ledger Walker would have spent plenty of time with each other on Tulfern Studio at the start of this year. On what was Hippolyte's first taste of action in the black jersey. Here's Baptiste working away along the baseline. Crystal Ledger Walker just says, thank you very much, I'll take that. Fires it ahead to Cox. Gets Goulding to bite. The pass fired to Graves, who has to do well to go and get it. Boagni brings down another board.
Kahu just struggling to make that basket drop.
Hippolyte, everything but the finish. Goulding, the baby hook goes. So a bit of fortune for the Pouakai as that ball just bounced off the rubber protector at the bottom of the backboard. Wolf comes to set the screen for Tupaia. She pulls up, can't get it to go. Cox comes down with the long board. Ledger Walker.
Just getting those.
Looking to take the lid off the rim.
Just getting those second chances. Nothing much is going for the Kahu at the moment. They're starting to panic offensively.
Mary Goulding has to get rid of it and does. To Erin Whalen. She steps back, fires up a three, rattles around, and Mate Grace comes down with the ball.
Kahu just a bit static on offense. Cox is going to drive. Oh, I thought she might have put that one up.
She had the hoop at her mercy. Instead, they go to Tupaia for the three. Hippolyte comes down with the ball as Jasmine Kalahi Furu gets ready to check into the game for the first time.
I did tell you, Hugh, that those rims were a wee bit bouncier than the Cal Stadium rims.
Well, you had a run around
Great
today.
feed.
Baptiste finishes the move. Whalen with the find. Well, you had a run up and down this court today, didn't you, Donna?
I felt like I was only doing shuttles, to be fair.
As the two teams based here, the Pouakai and the Rams, celebrated their history this afternoon.
And it's also an opportunity to honour those that have passed, that are no longer with us.
Kalahi Fulu comes in, Madison Wolf takes a seat. Ledger Walker gets us back underway. Here's Cox. It's been an inspiration for the last
nice move.
15 years of Tall Ferns, and Boakney denies Kailahi Fulu, and the Pouakai come the other way. Hippolyte catch and shoot.
Oh, she wanted that.
Lauren Hippolyte. A lot of talk about her needs to up her aggression and shoot more shots, and that's a good start.
She's such a great shooter of the ball. You know, she's played some of that 3x3 as well. She can really let rip from three-point land.
And so far, Donna, the Pouakai doing a great job of just putting a wall up at the rim for the Kahu, making them take difficult shots.
Absolutely, and you heard Tully talk about the defensive intensity that she wants her team to bring. You know, it's all very well doing it in trainings, but they've probably been lacking a little bit in the games. But they've started amazing.
An 8-0 start for the Mainland Pouakai. Dream start in their first ever game in Christchurch Arena. As Goulding tries to find a bit of space, Cox keeping close attention to it.
The shot clock's under 5.
Boakney, that might have come off Michaela Cox's foot.
Luckily, they get that reset of 14 on the shot clock, hitting a foot.
So Hippolyte looks for Goulding. Whalen stops on a dime, pulls up from the Racine free throw line, gets it to go. How about a 10-0 start for the Mainland Pouakai?
But they just can't miss at the moment. Offensively doing great, and defensively putting all the pressure on Kahu.
Tupaia, Boakney with the hedge, and scampers back into the key. Cox, she pulls up from the elbow, and finally the first points of this one for the Northern Kahu, and they come from guess who? Michaela Cox. Well, Hippolyte almost lost the handle, just did enough to get it through to a cutting Goulding, and she did the rest.
Look, and sometimes when it's going your way, those little dribbly balls fall into the right space.
Ash Kilman-Porto into the game for the Kahu, and Tessa Boakney takes a seat for the Pouakai. Tsubasa Nesbitt, her replacement. Michaela Cox averaging just a tick under 18 points so far this season. 5 rebounds, 3 assists as well, and here she is. She goes around the Kilman-Porto screen. Ledger Walker. Back to Cox. 3 ball up from Michaela Cox off to the right. Kilman-Porto goes to get it. But only as far as Trinity Baptiste has got Whalen to her left. That's who she finds.
Oh, nice
Goulding,
ball.
cutting, but a great hand from Kelvin Poto. Tupaya will shoot that and
she
drain
makes
that.
it. And the Pouakai will not want her to get rolling.
Averaging 19 points is Talia Tupaya, who will never turn down a wide open three. Nisbet hands it off to Goulding.
Nearly loses the handle, but regathers.
Shot from Mary
gets the
Goulding.
ball.
And an offensive foul to call.
Just pushed off a wee bit hard on that armbar.
You see the wide open three for Talia Tupaya.
Yeah, just too much room. You can't leave it with that much room. You just hooked with the off arm.
Just a
We
flailing
push
right
off.
arm. Caught Cox in the face.
Got to make some room somehow, right? Unfortunately, seen by the referee.
Please tell me you weren't doing that in the lunchtime fun game today.
No.
Great way to honour the past. You just out there being overly physical with
Well,
volunteers.
I was the only female playing, and there were, you know, the only female, so there had to be a little bit.
Well, that's fair,
They even had mouth guards. I was a wee bit nervous. I did not have
well, they
mine.
knew you were coming in your pointy elbows. Olivia Berry into the game. She hands it off to Michaela Cox. Tupaya sizes up Baptiste. Kelman Poto crashes to the rim, but Tupaya ignores her, goes herself. And Hippolyte comes down with the board.
Yeah, good pressure from Trinity Baptiste. Good matchup to watch.
Nisbet in the corner. Up fake and drives into the rim. Reed in there causing trouble on the defensive end. As Whalen puts up. Jumper. Kelman Poto comes down with the ball.
And the Kahu just starting to settle a bit more now. Getting into their offense. Oh, nearly in the same spot.
This one doesn't drop.
Great
Kelman
ball.
Poto with the follow, and she'll go to the foul line to shoot two. So Cox thought about taking a rest, but doesn't. Talia Tupaya does. Tarai Elia into the game, as well as Erin Whalen takes the seat for the Pouakai. Kelman Poto at the line.
Makes that second one. Closing the gap, Kahu.
6-point lead, under 3 to go in this first quarter. First of 8 quarters coming your way tonight on Sky Sport from Christchurch Arena. Canterbury Rams and the Nelson Giants meet after this.
Why is it? Fuck's sake, reset the shit.
Jodie Cameron just asking about the shot clock. Taylor Lynch, the referee, talking to the score bench about it as well.
What's wrong? Oh, they're making that up. No, I mean making the time up, the delay. It's all good.
Bit of banter between referee and coach.
Hands up! Put your hands up, Crystal, hands up,
Subasa Nisbet hands it off to Elia.
Stay home there.
Oh, what a pass from Hippolyte.
Offload. Great offense by the Pouakai. Just moving the ball.
Legend Walker fires it over. Tara Reid in the corner. That three doesn't drop.
Just a bit of a shove in the back.
It is on Olivia Berry. It's a little over-aggressive.
Just trying to fight hard to get that offensive board. So just enough to put her off balance.
So Kelman Poto and Berry take a break. Tini into the game, daughter of Jodie Cameron.
new Cameron's doing well at the moment on the New Zealand basketball scene.
Well, Layla Cameron was one of the stars from the New Zealand under-17 women's side at the recent World Cup. Flynn Cameron has been one of the stars for the Tall Blacks, who play again tonight at 10:30. Hera Cameron coaching the Tall Blacks, Jodie Cameron coaching the Kahu, Jason Tinney out here for the Kahu. They're everywhere.
As we see, Tessa Biagni just caught 3 seconds in that key. Needs to get her feet back outside. She was free if the ball had come in earlier.
Timeout for the Pouakai. They lead 14-6. 1:55 to go in this first quarter.
Get to the right spacing. Don't let them push you off your offense. That's what they're trying to do. Also, when you're coming up the screen now, pass the ball, Leanne. When we're going and waiting, Tay, forwards. When you're coming up here, just slip straight away. It's on. Okay, so they're playing us high. That backdoor stuff's on. Okay. Yep, so the ball will be out here. Just slip early. Look for it. You're all hesitating on your shots. That's why they're not dropping. Get your feet set first. And don't hesitate. Keep shooting, it'll come, okay?
And move the ball, girls, to move the defense. You're allowing them to stop and set.
We're not in the slots, so the pass is long and slow. Kahu. Hey.
So Jodie Cameron just looking to calm her side down, as we see the highlight show for Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa is on Sky Sport throughout the week in case you miss any of the action, and I forgive you for missing some of the action because there's so much of it. Unless you spend your entire week sitting in front of the TV. Sal's NBL as well, highlight show on throughout the week on Sky Sport. So much basketball at a National League level on Sky Sport at the moment. Here's Tinney. Loses the handle, regains it right in there with the tall timber. It's Tessa Morrison who comes down with the ball, but just steps on the baseline. So it will be Kahu possession. Tinney, Cox, catch and shoot from the inbound, rattles it in, Michaela Cox.
I love how Michaela just quietly goes about her business. Knows when to take the shot, knows when to drive.
She has 4 of the Kahu's 8 points. Hippolyte with Cox in front of her. Baagni jostling for position. Pass goes over the top. Crystal Ledger-Walker came to get it.
Yeah, Ledger-Walker is doing pretty well in the assist category and the steals.
Baagni right out in front. That's her preferred spot of shooting the 3.
The Pouakai just looking a little bit lost offensively without Trinity Baptiste.
Nisbet goes up with the jump hook. That doesn't drop from her left hand. So Kahu getting some stops. 43 seconds to go in this first quarter. They finish it with some points. Reed down the lane, looking to draw a foul. Does just that, so she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Reed makes them both from the line. 14-10 after a 10-0 lead to the Pouakai.
And that's what Jodie Cameron wanted. She wanted her team to go to that Rosine foul line.
Here's Baptiste back into the game, back into the low block. Baseline jumper. Baagni does well to keep that Pouakai possession. They're looking inside for Baagni. Baptiste goes and gets it. Talia from the baseline, rattles around and does drop. Much to the crowd's delight.
They've got that favoured roll.
Ledger-Walker has eyes for nothing but the last shot of this quarter. Throws it up.
Oh, nearly.
And it doesn't drop. So quarter time here between the Kahu and the Pouakai. And it's the home team, the Mainland Pouakai, who lead this one 16-10 over the Northern Kahu. Second quarter to come here on the home of sport, Sky Sport.
person that gets the most in 30 seconds. Ready, set, go. Make some noise for Sophia and Chloe and the Sun out in the middle. Good work, skills. Almost, keep going, here we go, oh, back in the net. They got time for another shot. Both girls will get a girls' knockout drink bottle. Oh, nice. Sophia's up, what's up there? And that's time. Oh, 2-all. How do we do it? How do we see it? Draw. We might have to go one more. Here we go. Sophia's got a head start. Oh, slowly but tight. Will Sophia nail the winner? There we go. Sophia wins. Well done. Got Brady right in the front. Well done.
Second quarter just a few seconds away here in Tauihi between the Pouakai and the Kahu. After a 10-0 run to start this game for the Pouakai. They lead by 6, 16-10. We can have a chat as the second quarter gets underway to Jodie Cameron. And, well, Jodie, it was a fast start from your opponents, but you managed to claw yourself back into the game. What do you put down that 10-0 start to?
I want to say the music, to be honest. It's a little bit dry for us, and so we've come out with low energy. But, you know, we're typically having a slow start to our game, so that's one thing we're always trying to improve on. We're in the 6 points, all good.
We heard you say before the game, get to the line. That's the game plan, get to the line. Is that something you've noticed has been a weakness of the Pouakai foul trouble so far this season?
Not so much about them, but us, you know, our options in offense. So, you know, in addition to our game, what we want to try and do is get them, obviously, in foul trouble. We're not saying that, you know, everyone in this league is in foul trouble, you know, tendencies and the calls that we're trying to adjust to the refs. But if we can get to the line, then it's going to be another addition to our game.
Thanks, Jodie. Appreciate your time as always.
Cheers.
It's Trinity Baptiste surrounded by Kahu players, and it's...
I don't know how she managed to find some room to get that ball off.
Graves, who's called for the foul. Her second of this one. So Maddie Wolf will check into the game for Graves, and Baptiste heads to the line. Averaging 21.3 points so far in Tauihi, 7.3 rebounds. She has been a star for this Pouakai side, and already very much a fan favourite here in the mainland, from Canterbury all the way up to Nelson.
And she creates so much for her teammates as well. Defensively, she's always gets the toughest matchups, just unfortunately giving away a foul on that play.
It looks like she was trying to bring the physicality to Talia Tupaia.
Yeah, and sometimes that's not a bad thing, to let them know that you're there.
Second foul for Baptiste, she takes the seat. Intercepted by coach Bevilacqua on the way, and Erin Whalen comes back into the game. Fox around a Wolf screen. And Wolf wants it down low. Agnew comes across, gets the board. Rebound number 6 for Tessa Agnew already in this one. Whalen.
Oh, great defense coming across. Ledger Walker.
Morrison skips down the lane. Jump ball, the call. Overturned. Oh, it is a jump ball, so it still remain as Kahu possession. The tied up was Tessa Morrison.
It's a fine line, isn't it? Because you kind of take steps into that jump ball, but I guess referee Hamish deemed that the hands are on the ball.
Aaron Whalen called for the foul there as Laura Hippolyte checks back into the game.
And this is where the Pouakai have to be a little bit careful. They don't want to be giving away these cheap fouls defensively. And send that Kahu to the line.
The difference in this game, Donna, is Wolf sets another big screen. Tauihi flies it over to Reed.
Oh, and that's a better finish.
And that's what they need, because right now, they're 3 of 19 or 4 of 20 now, the Kahu. Meanwhile, the Pouakai is shooting at 61% on 7 less shots.
And that's the thing that I think Jodie Cameron was trying to get across to her team, like keep taking those shots, keep slashing to the hoop. They are going to drop.
Oh, the hoop with a beautiful bit of misdirection there. One of the young players here on the Pouakai, still an under-19 rep for Canterbury.
And how great that this league is giving that opportunity to these young players coming through.
Reed had to go and get that pass again. She drives again. This time she'll won't finish, but she'll head to the line to shoot 2. So now Reed, one of the prized signatures in the off-season, sought after by many a team as she came out of USC, University of Southern California.
I don't think she's someone you want to send to the line. It's 3 of 3. So taking her opportunities at the Rosine.
Makes them both. The Pouakai still keeping a little bit of daylight. They'll lead by 6. Cooper.
Oh, why not?
Sees how much space he's in, but just can't get the 3 to drop. Reed comes down with the board. Maddie Wolf in space on the baseline, but leaves it a little short.
I think she just had too much time to think about that shot.
Running the floor.
Great running.
Zali and a great find, the patience to finish. Calicox just settles things down. Tauihi after the off-ball screen from Wolf, and she drains her second 3 of the night.
Moves her along to 6 points with those 2 threes. Well, not willing to throw it into Tessa Boagne. She had the seal.
Whalen, that's a risky pass, and Reed picks it off. She's got Cox to her right. Hippolyte ahead of her, finds Cox with a nice bounce pass, and Michaela Cox does the rest. Well, this Pouakai side would have had nightmares about 3-pointers over the last week since Tiana Clark poured in 11 against them on Sunday.
Well, it just blows me away that someone can put up 20, 11 from 20.
Hippolyte, she has her second. And that was pure from the wing. I think we have a timeout. We do have a timeout from Jodie Cameron. Talk it over after that Hippolyte 3, 25-19, the Pouakai lead. And Lauren Hippolyte, 2 for 2 now, I think, from beyond the arc.
Hey, what's it feeling like out there? Is our D's good? Yeah. Keep it up. Hey, if you carry a hand, it deters the pass. On the weak side, we've got to have that high-low, talk it up. Watch your switches. Yeah, don't react. You can jam up on them. Hard luck on that last one. It's carry ball. But you can really get into them. Don't overhelp, remember? These guys can contain easily. You show to stay home. Don't play Superman, yeah?
Hey, I'm not really helping off Whalen yet.
Yeah. No help there. We're not helping off. Here we go.
Let's go. Hi, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Kahu, you get
Closing out on them,
to the
though.
basket.
If I see Cox or if I see Reed get another drive to the middle, all right, we're going to be running at practice next. We've talked about closing on the high side. I would rather you get beat to the baseline on a direct drive, but to the baseline so we can have help there. But you get beat to the middle of the time, we've got no help. That's an effort thing, all right? So exaggerate it, close out on the high side of them, force them to the middle. No more middle penetration.
Defense.
Oh, pretty clear message there from your former teammate, Tauihi Basketball.
Yeah, she's brought up with super coach Carrie Graff over at Canberra Capitals, and there was a lot of running involved in some of those trainings.
So the punishment lives on. If there's Pouakai side, let Reed or Cox drive straight down the middle.
I'm actually feeling for them already.
Here's Tupaia. Eats into the 6-point lead that the Pouakai managed to just hold on to. Cox just can't get a hand on that one. Goulding forced the turnover, comes the other way. Elizabeth looking side for Boagni. Instant help. But
Waiting.
Just waited for that defence. Enough to fake.
first points for the Tulfin Centre in this one.
Yeah, look, Tessa Boagni's been trying hard to get a seal underneath, but just hasn't been found with the pass.
Catch the shoot from Cox from the wing. Looking to bank it in. Hippolyte comes down with a long rebound. And away the Pouakai go. Crystal Ledger-Walker swats that out of bounds.
She does enough to get her hand in the way. She's third in the league for steals at the moment, 2.5 a game.
That pass is
Lots of
pinpoint to
overlap.
Mary Goulding. Lauren Hippolyte is pumped on that pass, as well she should be.
I think Goulding was surprised that she actually got it up over the defender.
Great take two, came in over her shoulder. Here's Ledger-Walker, Hippolyte trying to stay active in front of her. Easier said than done.
You can see her overplaying that middle now. That left foot up, forcing them to the sideline. I think unfortunately the shot clock might have reset. We'll have to work out what it was on.
Some shot clock issues.
I tell you, that is the worst job to do, though, on the score bench, right? Trying to get that right.
Taylor Lynch heads over. A lot of chat from the players as things get sorted out, which is great to see and hear, thanks to our Sky Sport microphones.
A good little run from the Pouakai. Like, the Kahu were coming back. They've brought it back to 3, but they've stretched that lead back out to 10.
Shake of the head from Jodie Cameron.
They're just getting
As if
a
she'd
little bit
heard what you said.
frustrated. No, I think she's a little bit frustrated with the stoppages, as you can understand. Stops the flow of the game, but probably timely for her team at the moment.
Ably assisted by another Tulfin stalwart and Liam Walker. Superstar coaching crew.
Yeah, look, and I was pretty honoured to play in an era with all of those amazing women. Leanne Walker was pretty phenomenal from that three-point line, and it's just pretty much like her daughters are playing now. They're everywhere defensively. I guess they had to learn it from someone.
It's great to see New Zealand basketball lineage live through our leagues. We've talked about the Cameron family already. Leanne Walker, mother, of course, of Crystal and Charlize Ledger-Walker. Josh Ledger playing in the South NBL, also cousin of the Ledger-Walkers. Tessa Boagni, daughter of Kerry Boagni, one of the great imports in the South NBL. Maya Jones on the bench for the Pouakai tonight, daughter of Phil, obviously, and Kat Jones, an assistant coach for the Pouakai. It's everywhere, there's family ties everywhere, and it's so good to see.
And it is great, isn't it? Like, I know with my 3 kids, I let them play every sport under the sun because I don't want them to feel they have to play what Mike and I did, but they gravitate to basketball. They see it, they love the game, and they just want to play it, and it's awesome to see.
Saw you all sitting in your courtside seats last night at the Shark Tank.
Sharks finally got another win.
We're back underway here after the pause, and Crystal Ledger-Walker puts up a 3-ball right out in front, tickles the twine.
Oh, what a shot. I don't think she goes to it enough. I think she's more... Crystal likes to pass the ball and feed and get those assists and move the ball, but she has such ability to shoot that 3.
Nisbet gets positioned down low, fires it back to Whalen. Thought about the 3. bumps off Tauihi, step back, 3 ball, down it goes. How about that from Aaron Whalen?
Sure, they must have trained in here this week.
That was a big-time move from Whalen.
Yeah, just created enough space, didn't she?
Mary Goulding was all over one of her idols, Michaela Cox, trying to deny her the ball. Tauihi looking at replying kind with a step back of her own. That doesn't go. Nisbet comes down with the board.
Pouakai getting good at coming out and running the lanes and giving opportunities. Just offensive board.
Working so hard. Balakny steps into a 3.
Why not? Oh, that was a bit hard on the other side of the backboard.
Off to the right. Mate Graves gets ready to check back in for the Kahu. Cox burrows into the key, hands it off
does
to...
well, just can't finish.
There's a walker.
A bit hard off the backboard.
Nikolai comes the other way at speed. Whalen wants it and gets it. Catch and shoot, quick release. Another 3, Aaron Whalen.
From the exact same spot. She's feeling it.
Whalen has 8 now. Hippolyte, 4 assists. Tauihi, we've seen a few from straight out in front. Ashcombe Poto slips but recovers. Goes low, good footwork, takes some contact. Wolf, right
Good
place, right
rebound.
time, and the putback.
Kahu are working hard to get those points.
Hippolyte just walks up into a 3. And Goulding again goes and gets the offensive ball.
Foul.
And she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
She's doing great for her team, Goulding. Those offensive rebounds, getting second chance, and that's just pure heart to go after that ball. She's got 3 at the moment.
Way to crash the board.
Way to crash the board, says Tali Bebalakwa, right on crew as we have a timeout here. 35-24, the Pouakai lead the Kahu. And we'll listen into the timeouts.
Oh, that's right. Hey, way to get over, because they're running horn side for Tauihi. So get over that. If she curls, that's when you're going to be there to help, all right? So you can back off, but be there to help on that curl. But way to go. Hey, way to crash the boards. All right, when that shot goes up, let's get to the boards ourselves. They're not boxing out either, all right? We are. Right, but they're not. So let's take advantage of that. Keep running the floor. Give me 3 minutes here of that draw we did the other day. We don't have to force it. We don't have to force a shot up though. But let's keep the foot on the pedal here. Come on.
There you go. Pouakai, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Pouakai.
35-24, just under 3 minutes to go in the first half here at Christchurch Arena. A good crowd that's only going to get bigger as well as the night progresses. After this game from 7:30, the Canterbury Rams looking to keep their Sal's NBL season alive against the ladder-leading Nelson Giants, who are already locked into the top 6. The only team to be locked into the top 6 and looking to lock themselves into the top 2, and therefore a bye on finals week with a win tonight. Goulding misses her second after making the first, and Wolf comes down with the board. Here comes Michaela Cox. Round the Wolf screen. Drives into the lane. Wolf with a great offensive board. Who's going to come away with that one, though? It's going to be Crystal Ledger-Walker. Quick first step from Tauihi, drives.
Nice drive. Just can't get that finish.
And again, the Pouakai come away with the rebound.
Sometimes that can be just the pressure to score. They're getting great flash cuts down to the hoop, just not finishing.
Hippolyte surveys up her options.
Free as a bird underneath.
Underneath, Sebastian Nisbet probably had more time than she thought, but she still puts on a beautiful move. Stretch the lead to 14 against the so far unbeaten Northern Kahu.
Yeah, the Pouakai just doing a great job defensively. They've obviously worked really hard this week.
Ledger Walker puts up a 3, not the offense that they would have drawn up, but they're going to get another chance to go again with 14 on the shot clock. Tupaia, Ledger Walker, quick first step, scurries across the baseline, and there it is, 2 points there for the Kahu. Give and go from Hippolyte and Nisbet.
Wayland getting a bit tied up underneath. Tupaia.
Tell you what, wherever you
now
look,
they're on the floor.
Wayland called for the foul, pushing Tupaia into Nisbet. And those two are in a battle. And wherever you look at a game involving the Kahu, Talia Tupaia is in there in the physical battle. And that time, Erin Wayland just gave her a shove. Yeah. And poor old Tsubasa Nisbet, who did nothing wrong, just cops
Talia
Tupaia right to the core.
Standing in the wrong place on the floor. A chance here for Kahu.
Talia Tupaia just has a way of getting under her opponent's skin with her physical play. Supremely skillful as well. Cox looks to drop it off to Wolf. Wolf looking to step through. Plenty of contact there called on Nisbet.
Yeah, just a little bit of movement, I think. Needed to stay still. Not happy with the call, just realising it's on her.
Realising it's on her. It's her third foul for Tsubasa Nisbet. Erin Wayland takes a seat. Tessa Morrison re-enters the game for the Pouakai. Tara Reid back into the game, as is Tarai Elia. As Nisbet's just calmed down by her coach, still worrying about that foul call. Noagni willing her team to offer her something. She has to get rid of the ball, and she does just in time for a 5-second call. Hippolyte looking to find a bit of space. Grace did well and comes down with the rebound.
You don't see many of those 5-second calls in basketball, but the ref is definitely counting it.
Grace, quick first step right at Boagni.
Oh,
what a finish, Mate Grace.
And that's what the Kahu need to do more of, just driving to that hoop with purpose.
Goulding, Morrison can shoot the 3 ball. This time passes off to Mary Goulding. Hippolyte from the corner, doesn't drop. Gets her a rebound, tries to keep it in, but only as far as Tara Reid. And she looks up at the clock with 5 seconds to go. She drives, big block from Boagni. And the Kahu will go again from the baseline with 2.3 seconds to go in this first half. Boagni with the rejection. Now look for Michaela Cox. Here she is. Has to get it up, pulls up from the elbow. Doesn't get it to go. Half time here. Christchurch Arena. And the Mainland Pouakai lead 38-29 over the Northern Kahu. They're led by Erin Wayland, Mary Goulding. Tarai Elia with a nice 6 points off the bench. And for the most part, they've kept Trinity Baptiste pretty quiet, the Kahu, but scoring's come from elsewhere. Cox and Tupaia have 6 for the Kahu, as does Tara Reid, who's with Donna Wilkins.
So a bit of a slow start. What do you put that down to tonight?
You know, I think we're just moving the ball a bit some on offense. Also, we're not rebounding how we usually do, so we really need to get on the boards both offensive and defensively.
And you're unbeaten, so can you turn this around?
Yeah, for sure. I think we just need to, you know, get into the flow of the game, just settle down on offense and run our play all the way through and get the ball movement. But yeah, we're good.
All right, all the best for the second half. What a great start for the Pouakai.
Yeah, no, we're really happy with that.
It looks like your defensive pressure has really picked up from last week.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we had some, you know, tough words, and we've been working really hard this week. We don't want the same result as last week, and I think that's showing out there.
Yeah, well, I think it's important for you guys to back up this half. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Donna dropping a little coaching tip at the end there as well, just putting a bit of pressure on Mary Goulding. They lead 38-29 to the Pouakai against the Kahu. Half-time here in the first of 2 games, coming live from Christchurch Arena on the home of sports, Sky Sport. We'll be back with the third quarter after the break. Welcome back, halftime here at Christchurch Arena. The Pouakai lead the Kahu 38-29 as Tauihi Basketball talks it through with her team. Certainly be the happier of the 2 camps at halftime, but they'll be under no illusions of what's coming their way in light blue in this second half. And Mary Goulding, who's been in and out of this side due to international duty, has been one of the stars of the first half, Donna Wilkins.
Oh, look, and I was just talking to you, Hugh, she hasn't put up a lot of shots, but what she's done well. But the offensive boards is what she, as you saw there, she's got 3 big offensive boards, which has given those second chance points. But she's a grafter, you know, she does those hard work, she runs the lanes. I think she was a bit surprised when she got that one, but finished off well.
She's done a great job trying to keep Michaela Cox quiet as well. And when the Kahu did go on a little mini run in the middle of that first half, it was Tana Reid in the middle of it.
Oh, look, and I think that's just what the Kahu need, going strong to the hoop. She did well to regain that ball, actually. The pass was a wee bit wayward.
She's followed the brief, hasn't she, from Jodie Cameron, get to the line.
Oh, absolutely. And she's 4 from 4 from the line, so it's not someone you want to foul.
You see the stats, and look at those shooting percentages. Yes, they're shooting 9 less shots, but 59% from the line, 38 from beyond the arc for the Mainland Pouakai. And therein lies the rub, as sharing the ball better as well. 12 assists to 6, Donna.
Oh, absolutely, but I think they'll be a wee bit concerned with the Kahu with the amount of possession that they got, you know, putting up 36 shots and a half. So, you know, at some stage they've got to start dropping.
So half-time here, 38-29. Erin Whalen, Mary Goulding lead the way for the Pouakai. Talia Tupaia-Reid and Cox all with 6 for the Kahu. Tissa Boagni, she picked up 6 of those rebounds in about the first 5 minutes as the Kahu just couldn't get the ball to drop to start this game. A 10-0 run to the Pouakai. And as we see, the crowd get to watch on the future Tauihi stars running up and down the court.
I love how the wee number 7 has still got her mask on.
The Pouakai lead the Kahu 38-29 on a big night here in Christchurch. Third quarter to come, live on the home of sport, Sky Sport, after the break.
Today we have partnered with Te Puna Oranga and Battered Women's Trust, 2 organisations that work hard to support wahine and tamariki to live violence-free and prevent family violence. Tonight, we have stalls set up for you to donate to these organisations to help them with their work in our community. We urge you to donate if you're in a position to help.
Welcome back, just a couple minutes away from the third quarter here. 38-29, the Pouakai lead the Kahu. A big night of basketball here in Ōtautahi. The home crowd would dearly love to see the Pouakai get a win. There's Talia Tupaia. She'll have something to say about it in this second half, no doubt, Donna Wilkins.
Oh, absolutely, and she's been held to 6 points, which is very low for her, so I'm waiting for her to light up in the second half.
Yeah, nice live shot there of the Nelson Giants, who are in action after this one against the Canterbury Rams. Looking to lock in a top 2 spot are the Giants, while the Rams hoping to keep their playoff ambitions alive in 2022. This Canterbury side and Canterbury fans would love nothing more than a Pouakai win and a Rams win. And Jodie Cameron and her team will have something to say about that. Saw Michaela Cox just trying to fire up her team as she went back to the huddle.
They're just maybe lacking a little bit of energy. You see when they drive hard to the hoop what it can create.
Get around, you know they're going both sides. They're long into the offense time. Get around and get around. Do not let them catch it. Here we go.
All right? Let's not let if you don't have a catch and shoot in your range or the shot for you, if you don't have a drive, you're kicking it. All right? We're kicking it. We're making the defense have to scramble after us. Let's stay strong. All right, the first 3 minutes, lock in really hard here defensively, and we'll run out of that with our offense. Come on, guys. Let's go.
Well, there's the message tonight and really all season from GJ Gardner Holmes, Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa. There's a message that Trinity Baptiste, I believe it was, brought down with her from the US on a t-shirt, literally on a t-shirt, and they were wearing the t-shirts in warm-ups. Coach Tauihi Basketbol is wearing that t-shirt right now as she coaches the game.
And it's on centre court too, which is pretty cool. And it's good to see what these female athletes are doing out in the communities as well with the Girls Got Game, coaching the young, up-inspiring basketballers.
Baptiste and Tupai battling down low as Goulding fires it back to Boagni right out in front. Boagni can't get to it. Tadar Reid just lost her footing but recovers and seems to be okay. So here's Tupai. So a big bearing on the second half, as she does on most games. Here's Cox again. Goulding just trying to shut her down. Cox trying to sell the
nice
contact,
finish.
gets the finish anyway.
Just a quick crossover. That lane opened up.
So the first points of the second half go the way of the Northern Kahu, who trail by 7. It was as many as 14. They go to Baptiste. We haven't seen one of her trademark fadeaways yet. Goulding from the elbow, can't get it to go, and Ledger Walker comes away with the rebound. Turns Goulding inside out and then pulls up from the side of the key. Crystal Ledger Walker.
A great start the second half by Kahu. Just pushing the ball, moving it a bit faster on offense.
Baptiste. There's her fadeaway. That one just off to the right. Goulding almost with another offensive ball, but Reid comes away with it.
Yeah, Goulding just caught a wee bit too far underneath. So we see a turnover.
That pass just out of range for Reid. So a lucky break for the Pouakai. Today, Aliyah brings up the ball and finds Lauren Hippolyte. Thought about the three, instead puts the ball on the floor. The floater backs it in. Pretty basketball from Lauren Hippolyte. Cox with the hesitation.
Oh, nice offload.
Boagni had to come and help on Cox, and Graves was left wide open as we have a timeout, an early one from a not-so-happy coach Tauihi Basketbol as the Kahu have pulled this lead back to 5. I suggest we'll be going and listening to the Pouakai huddle.
Hey, we're not going to win this game if we can't take care of business defensively. We didn't have any help. Then when we got help, we didn't have any rotation down. Come on, we're on a string. We're moving together. We work together. Pick it up, all right? Pick it up. Way to attack. All right, way to attack. Let's get some movement. What have we got? What did you call for this one? Did you call anything? Let's get into motion. Let's move the ball. After we've moved it, then we can look to attack. If we pass once, we're not getting it from one pass. We've got to move the ball and then attack after multiple passes. Come on now, guys, let's go. Defense.
Sound about right to you, Donna?
Oh, absolutely, and Tully's right. It comes at the defence, and that's what got the Pouakai up in that first half. But the defensive pressure, they took them out of their offence, but the Kahu have come out strong in the second half, and they've got to do more of that. Michaela Cox has taken responsibility. She's lost the ball in her hands. She's creating for her team at the moment.
Hippolyte brings the ball up. Ledger Walker trying to make her life tough. Here's Goulding. Double teamed as Cox hits the deck. Goulding trying to find a bit of space. Somehow gets the ball to sneak in over the hoop.
She had a wee glance and saw that she's on the floor. But you could see the Kahu that were coming across to double. Oh, what a shot.
6 for 3.
Yeah,
Walker, nice smile. She thought just for a second she might have got away with that.
Oh, look, she's so good defensively. Ledger Walker picked up a couple of steals in that first half. Unfortunately, got a big hoof in there instead.
Well, Erin Whalen looks like she's just having a conversation with Coach Bevilacqua. Might be set to re-enter this game very shortly. As the Pouakai bring it together on the court. Some more shot clock issues here.
Seems to be when it hits a foot, it doesn't like to be reset to that 14. A great run from Kahu for the start of the second half. Bringing a bit more intensity.
There's Erin Whalen. Talking things over. She's been a key part of this Pouakai side. A couple of new faces on the Pouakai bench for the first time this season. Donna Maya Jones returning from New Zealand under-17 duty at the FIBA Women's Under-17 World Cup, where she top scored for New Zealand. She got off a plane 2 days ago, spent one night in Auckland and flew straight to Christchurch, so yet to even head home and sleep in her own bed.
Oh, but isn't that the life of a baller? You love it, getting to travel the world and then rocking on up to the league here, the Tauihi, and, you know, being on the bench and then going to be training with the girls.
Boagni, well, eventually the play came from the inbound, and it was a beautiful one. Heading out, Baptiste with a blind hand up in the air, forcing the turnover.
Yeah, listen to her teammates, got the call, put the hand up.
Malia Goulding wanted it, and Cox did well to prevent the pass. Boagni trying to get into space, gets the pass from Hippolyte, immediately double teamed by Cox. And that's good defense from the Northern Kahu.
Yeah, they're just starting to double anything on that baseline on the catch.
Smart play from Tupaia. She saw Boagni slow to get back and pretty much just sat behind her like as if Tessa Boagni was an ambulance driving through traffic, and Tali Tupaia was getting to work on time that day, like sneaking up behind her.
That's pretty good from Tessa Boagni, though. She's only on one foul. Last week she was in foul trouble against the Phi, and they needed her out on court. But they're not going to her offensively enough, I don't believe, in this match at the moment. Only 4 points.
Tupaia makes them both, and it is a 4-point game. Hippolyte fires it over to Elia, and here's Mary Goulding. Baptiste trying to shake off Marte Graves, but couldn't. 7 on the shot clock. Hippolyte has to put it up. Step back, off to the right, and Tupaia comes down with it. Ledger Walker to her left.
Oh, great run in the lanes.
Reed takes the contact, can't get the finish. Both teams just looking to push the pace over the last few possessions. Whalen in her preferred spot on the wing, just off to the left. Ledger Walker, 2 feet in the paint. The pull-up doesn't go. She's not afraid if she gets even just an inch of space to pull up from inside the key. Baptiste, great position down low.
You see that
She's
double
fouled.
coming across again on that catch low.
Just 6 points for Baptiste. 5 minutes to go, or 6 minutes to go, I should say, in the third quarter. She's averaging
21.
21.
Yeah, look, defensively, the Kahu are doing a good job on her. But I think the Pouakai need to get the ball in, get it inside, kick it out. And it's either going to open up underneath or for your long-range shot. You hear a slap on the ball then.
Hippolyte Lane just opened up for her. She drives, Graves with the help and did just enough to
Big
put her
rebound.
off. But Baptiste got the offensive board. It's pinballing around. Baptiste goes and gets it, but throws it in only as far as Cox.
Oh, great hustle, though.
Oh, what a pass. Ledger Walker.
Does well to stay in on that baseline.
And then she goes to work in the post. Good hand from Hippolyte, but an illegal one. I think the hand on the hip was the foul.
Yeah, the pace has just stepped up, hasn't it?
Hand on the ball was okay, but just a hand on the body from Lauren Hippolyte.
Nice move from Ledger Walker, creating a bit of extra space to get the shot up.
Makes them both, does Washington State University standout in their first professional job after a fantastic college career.
See Crystal Ledger Walker go to 9 points.
Oh, Mary Goulding had great position after some wonderful work off the ball. Just couldn't get the finish. Ledger Walker for 3, looking to add to them off the back iron.
Good hustle on the boards.
The jump ball is the call as Kalahi Fulu and Tarai Nalia get caught up. So Cox will look for her catch and shoot. They can't find her, so Reed gets it instead into the lane.
Oh, great drive. It rolls in. I thought it was going to roll out. I thought I jinxed it.
Here's Whalen looking to hand it off to Elia. Gets it back to Zarin Whalen. Into the paint she goes. Good hand from Reed, and Cox does the rest. 1 on 3 for Michaela Cox.
She'll pull it back out. Find the cutting. Kahu. What a shot.
Talia Tupaia from a few feet beyond the arc.
Maybe it's this hoop. It's everyone that's going this way can't miss.
And the Kahu have the lead for the first time, 47-44.
And they've created the turnover.
And they force a turnover at the other end. And the delay of game warning on Lauren Hippolyte, just a bit of absent-mindedness as she rolled the ball away in frustration. Just a warning.
Kahu, that defensive intensity, they're trapping on the low catch. A bit more energy, just creating the flow into their offense.
Reed driving again aggressively. Olivia Berry back into the game. Kahu gets Baptiste to bite in a big way. 2 on the shot clock, has to go up from Kalahi Fulu. It doesn't in time. Shot clock violation.
I think that's the first one we've had tonight, isn't it? It's not quite getting the shot off in time.
We've had plenty of violations of the shot clock, which we've had to wait for. That's the first shot clock violation. Under 4 minutes to go in this third quarter, the Kahu, who trailed by as many as 14 in the first half, now lead by 3. They put the defensive clamps on this Mainland Pouakai side. Tessa Moagni back into the game, see if she can do anything about it. And she can't at 2 attempts of trying. Talia Tupaia, who leads all scorers with 11, brings the ball up. Gets a bit of space next to Jasmine Kalahi Fulu. Off the back iron comes the 3 ball. Reed does well.
A great hustle by Reed. Gives another opportunity to Kahu.
Cox stepping through the lane, everything but the finish, and eventually the Pouakai come down with it through Erin Whalen. Goulding back to Moagni.
Oh, great fake.
Pull out from the free throw line, Tessa Moagni. 6 points, 8 rebounds now for Boagni. I mentioned her dad earlier, Kerry Boagni, and what about her mum, Jane McMeekin, as Olivia Berry piles in a 3.
Well, it's raining threes for Kahu at the moment.
Tessa Boagni's mum, a former Tulfern captain, in the building tonight, sitting sideline. Oh, Mary Goulding, that pass from Hippolyte just a little bit lazy. Erin Whalen ends up diving on it like a live grenade. And the possession arrow, we'll see that remain Kahu possession. Tessa Morrison comes into the game for Mary Goulding.
Yeah, just a bit sloppy, a bit static offensively, the Pouakai.
Whalen to Morrison.
You only got 3 seconds on the shot clock, it has to go up.
Did enough at the rim. Baptiste with the hustle and the finish.
Might be what Trinity needs to get going.
We've got ourselves a ball game as Talia Tupai drives, cops the contact, and will shoot 1. Foul called on Baptiste, her 3rd foul.
One shot, Taylor. Right time, guys. One shot.
Just that wee hesitation and then drives, gets a finish. Huge 3rd quarter from her.
Converts to 3-point play.
Yeah, it shoots Tupai up to 14 points.
Here's Baptiste. That's the position she likes. And she takes full advantage against the smaller Crystal Legend Walker. Here's Tupai. Driving through every contact, somehow finishing. Talia Tupai, try and stop me if you can.
Yeah, look, even that helps ID had come across.
And the foul call on Tessa Boagni.
Helps ID comes across.
I don't think it was Bagner, I think it was Tessa Morrison. Yet the correction coming from the referee. Foul called on Tessa Morrison.
Move your feet, think basics, but feet and hands.
And again, Talia Tupai converts to 3-point play. So 6 quick points. The back-to-back drives to Tupai as Olivia Berry is all over Lauren Hippolyte. She brings the ball up the court. Tessa Morrison won't be afraid to shoot that 3 or drain it.
And the Pouakai needed that just to slow that scoring from Kahu.
So a 3-point game. And as Timo gets on the board for the first time tonight. Reed in the corner. Into the lane she goes. Kalai Fulu with the offensive board. Too strong. Morrison the rebound.
Yeah, great defensive work by Boagni.
Hippolyte in transition for 3. Too strong.
Not sure that's the shot that the coach wanted on that play. Just managed to get possession.
Leisure Walker going to work. Spinning, stepping, finishing. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter. The Kahu lead by 5. Doubleheader action here on Sky Sport with the Rams and Giants and the Souths NBL to come after this one. Baptiste surrounded by a flock of Kahu. Basket counts, to the line goes Trinity Baptiste. Big time move.
Well, look, she was under so much pressure defensively as well. Nearly lost the handle, but stuck with it. Gets it back and just powers up. She's pretty happy with that finish as well.
She converts a 3-point play. Team's dealing in 3s, primarily from the free throw line at the moment. It's Tupai, a ball on string. Baptiste in there though. Takes a hit. Who comes away with the ball? Well, the Moppets will be needed soon. Berry.
A lot of bodies on the ground.
Tupai finds the space she needs thanks to Tara Reid. Hippolyte rips that ball away.
Bouncing off bodies.
Like a pinball in there as Lauren Hippolyte As the physicality of this game, Donna, has just lifted in the past few minutes as Baptiste scampers across the baseline.
How did she regain that? She fumbled it, got it back.
No, that'll do us. 3 quarters of action, and it's almost like a different ball game in that third quarter. Extra intensity, extra physicality. And it's shown in the scoreline, 58 apiece. Pouakai, Kahu, 1 quarter to come here in this opening night of a doubleheader in Aotearoa. We'll see you after the break.
Shoot in that direction. And you know the deal, half court shot. 1 chance only, $200. Could be a good night on the town.
The storm, we knew it was going to come, didn't we?
We knew it was going to come from Tauihi Basketball, and she all of a sudden has 17 points. Shouldn't see Baptiste.
I think she decided too that what you can do, I can do.
We can talk to Coach Tauihi Basketball as this fourth quarter eventually gets underway. Maybe another shot clock issue. So Tauihi, we might have a bit of time to have a chat with you. And after a roaring first half, well, the Kahu have come back through Tauihi Basketball, and it's all tied up. What was the message to the team at three-quarter time?
Well, we expected them to make a big run at us, so we had to weather the storm. Tauihi obviously stepped it up, like you were just talking about. She became extremely aggressive. We were not getting on the split line and helping our teammate out when she was attacking the basket, so we needed to fix that part of it up first. We did a good job of weathering that storm and then obviously coming back and tying this ball game up coming into the last quarter ourselves. So Trinity Baptiste obviously is working for us offensively, and so we're going to look to go back to getting the ball in her hands and seeing what she can do creating and everybody else spacing.
A special reunion for you tonight, Tauihi, with your old teammate Donna Wilkins, who, let me tell you, hasn't shut up about catching up with you this season. So great to have her in the building.
She's going to kill me, but good old ding dong, I miss that face.
Oh, thanks, Tauihi.
Thanks for your time, Coach. Appreciate it. Fourth quarter back underway as Tauihi Basketball can't get her first to go. Tessa Morrison gets the rebound. Oh, ding dong, eh? We'll talk about that at some point when there's a break. Don't think I didn't hear that. Into Baptiste they go, and Basketball on her noticeably. As the Kahu make a defensive adjustment. Boagni over to Morrison. 3 seconds on the clock. Morrison knows it.
Does enough though and hits the rim. It's going to be interesting.
Did hit the bottom of the rim. The players know, so away they go. Morrison misses the second chance though, and Ledger Walker brings it the other way for the Kahu. Basketball just plays the game off the ball at her own speed. As Kailahi Fulu somehow gets that pass to Cox. Stutter step, and off the side of the backboard, and Whalen comes down with it.
Well, Cox won't be happy with that.
Hippolyte down to Baptiste. Great hand from Kailahi Fulu just to prevent that pass over to Morrison. Baptiste goes into the lane.
Oh, she
backs
does
it
well
in.
with the finish, and she loves
and she
it.
flexes as well, Trinity Baptiste.
So much pressure on her shoulders.
17 points now for Baptiste after a quiet first half. And this is the matchup. Tupaia and Baptiste as Tupaia might have caught a bit of Baptiste with a flaying arm as she went through that screen. No call, and the basket counts for Tupaia. Will they go back to the well? They do. This time it's Reed. Whalen tries to find a bit of space. Boagni puts the ball on the floor. Foul called on Tupaia as she just lunged in at Tessa Boagni.
She was off down the other end.
Just the first foul for Talia Tupaia.
Yeah, just putting her hand in.
Maddie Wolf back into the game as Jasmine Kailahi Fulu comes out. Hippolyte right off the inbound. Maybe just lost the ball on the way up there, so body's on the floor. Money gone out of bounds. Jump ball the call, no, and it will remain as Pouakai possession. Bit of everything happened in that play.
Was who could fall on the ground and grab the ball the quickest. It was a great find on the baseline, but just couldn't keep the handle. Now we're waiting for the floor to be mopped up.
And here come the GG Gardner Moppets.
I know you just love saying that, don't you?
The Moppets?
Yeah.
It's a great term. What would you call them?
I don't know, but...
Back underway. Oh, Whalen, good hand from Reed. That's the reset. 7 on the shot clock. The Pouakai need to think of something quick. It's Trinity Baptiste who gets the assignment. And wow, that's a tough finish from Trinity Baptiste.
She just plays so well under that pressure, and a lot of it's on her shoulders. Her coach wants her to be the go-to. Doing a great job at the moment.
Ledger Walker trying to find a bit of space. In the corner is Cox. 3-ball high bounce.
I thought it was going to roll back in.
Big offensive board from Madison Wolf. 10 on the shot clock. Tupaia around the screen. Hippolyte with the switch. Tupaia left open. Big block from Boagni with a foul called.
Oh, I think I'd love to see that again. Here we go. Great drive.
A lot of contact on the body. Well, the upshot is Talia Tupaia heads back to the line, where she is 4 of 4 in this game.
Tessa Boagni leads the league with 1.8 blocks a game. She thought she had got another one.
This is her second, does Tupaia.
She wasn't happy either. She's got high standards.
Hippolyte gets her hands on the ball. She so often does in a Pouakai possession. Finds Baptiste. Stutter step from Trinity.
She's quick.
Into the contact.
Gets a foul.
And was passing, so that foul was called on the floor.
So difficult to defend too, because she has got that strength in that step back.
Third foul. Second foul, I should say, on Michaela Cox.
It's a little bit too much contact.
Reed heads to the bench. And the Pouakai have the slenderest of lead with 7 seconds to go. The same move.
Oh!
And that's out of bounds, the call.
Yeah, look,
it's the second time they've had a great look. Down low, Lauren Hippolyte on that move, and Tali Bevilacqua just willing her to be stronger on her finish.
Yeah, you expect that one to be finished. The first one was marginal. There's more defensive pressure, but that one, not quite getting it.
Tupaia and Baptiste renewing their rivalry as Boagni comes away with another board.
Stays with the play.
She steals it back. Grays made one from there earlier. Make it two. Mate Grays from beyond the arc.
And that just comes from all that pressure, not giving up.
It's the Kahu now, who now lead by 2. Aaron Whalen sizes up Crystal Ledger-Walker. Baptiste is fouled by Madison Wolf. Second foul on Wolf. Foul called on the floor, so inbound from the baseline for the Pouakai. Will they go back to the same move? They don't. Instead, they find Baptiste. Read on her, double team from Tupaia. It stays as Pouakai ball.
Yeah, Baptiste is getting a lot of attention at the moment, isn't she? As you would when you're 19 points.
Oh, big body contact off the ball as Lauren Himmelite hits the deck, and we have a foul. Maybe called on Crystal Ledger-Walker, or no, it must have been on Mate Grays. Have a look here. Oh, Madison Wolf, the culprit, trucking through Lauren Hippolyte. She shrugs it off, does Hippolyte. And finally, the Pouakai get the ball in with 12 seconds to go on the shot clock. Instant double team for Trinity Baptiste, who slings it over, but Tupaia picks that one out the air, so the double team's working. Cox looking to compound the pain with a 3 that doesn't drop. Grays, though. Mate Grays with the volleyball tap back in.
That hurts, though, doesn't it? You force that missed shot, but you give away an offensive rebound.
It's very good in good position down low.
That should have been a foul. It's called, but called late.
Cox picks up foul number 3, and Mary Goulding will head to the line to shoot 2.
That first one gets it to roll in. Sometimes you don't want to send those shooters to regain their form. She's been a bit quiet in the second half as Goulding, but 2 from 2.
And a 2-point game. Just over 5.5 minutes to go in this one. As Tupaia looks to bully her way through Trinity Baptiste and does
and
gets the
roll.
Foul, gets the finish. To the line goes Talia Tupaia. And you're almost worth just fouling her at the start of her drive.
And that move actually looked quite in slow motion. She created, she didn't panic. Gets a finish, tough shot. She had all the defensive pressure on her.
And timeout called by Tali Bevilacqua. The Kahu lead by 4, and Talia Tupaia is at the line for 1 after this timeout.
All right. What's when you guys are coming down? How come there's 2 in the lane? What's happening?
Yeah. Hey, just know that Tupaia is always going to come for it up and under. All right, so you just have to wall up. But if we can, on Wolf, you can go and trap that. All right, if Tupaia gets that low, just get off Wolf and go trap that. All right, let's make Wolf have to make those shots instead of Tupaia making those up and unders and getting the foul. Offensively, let's look to back screen. Let's go back to motion, but look to back screen first to shake your man, but we got to get the screens. All right, if we don't hit the screens, they don't have to do anything. Hit a screen and let's keep the ball moving.
Let's go, start that defense. Defense on 3, 1, 2, 3. Defense!
They can't stop me down low.
Our defense, jump to the ball. On the out of bounds.
All about defense from both coaches there with 5.5 minutes to go in this 4-point game. With Kahu hoping to keep their unbeaten season alive, and you'll be able to see the highlights of this on every Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa game throughout the week on Sky Sport on the highlights show. Heaps of basketball. There's Tupaia converts the three-point play to make it a 5-point game.
6 from 7 from the Rosine line, doing the job for a team tonight.
Wagner wants it down low. Eventually gets it. Back to Whalen, catch and shoot. Down it goes. Big bucket for the Pouakai. Erin Whalen.
Did she have time to look at that, Rip?
She has a quick release. Cox goes around the Wolf screen. Ledger Walker looking to fire back with 3 of her own. Nisbet goes and gets the offensive board. Erin Whalen has 11 points now, averaging 15, so there's a threat that Kahu will know all too well about. Here she is, skipping down the lane. Floater doesn't go. Mary Goulding with a big offensive board. 10 on the shot clock. They go inside to Nisbet.
5 on the shot clock. Need to find something.
They looked inside for Whalen. Tauihi with the defense. Here she is, ball in hand. Tanar Reid ready to check back into the game. Nice pass, Ledger Walker to Grays. She's hit 2 from over there. This one doesn't drop. But the Pouakai will be happy with that defensive set because it didn't result in a Talia Tauihi bucket. As Goulding looks to go coast to coast. It just doesn't drop for her.
Yeah, she probably could have just pulled out of that, but then again, it nearly got the roll. Pouakai looking to push. What a finish.
Grays with a beautiful baseline spin in the low block.
Finding a bit more room, aren't they, offensively, the Kahu?
71-67. Timeout to come from the Kahu as Ledger Walker did brilliantly to get back and prevent that pass.
Well, Crystal gets in the way nicely, doesn't she?
Foul called. Timeout called.
Trinity Baptiste getting a wee telling off for running onto the court. She was that excited to be subbed in. You wait till you're called on.
Quicker passes, hey, can't stop us in the lane. Cannot dribble the ball up, must push the ball, must want the ball in the lane. Yes, way to run to the rim. Skip, hey, on normal, skip the first pass. Go straight across on the reversal. Quicken it up so we get this nice and tight, and then you've got to be ready on that catch. Yes, and then the 5, that's you, Tay. You go straight in, rim run. We're getting no looks on the 3. We're getting no rebounders. Get to the rim, get to the line, control the possession. Yeah, and then let's get this defense sorted out. Yeah. All right?
All defense with Whalen and Baptiste on 4 fouls. Okay? Defense on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Defense. You got to keep working.
And then open up and we look to work off that.
Trick on ball, you want me to stay on Tauihi?
Yes, yes. Hey, we're on split line. We're switching screens now, all right? We're switching screens.
Here we go. Defense on 3, 1, 2, 3. Defense.
Switching screens. Switching screens.
So the Kahu out waiting for the Pouakai. And Trinity Baptiste and Erin Whalen make their way out the timeout huddle, both with 4 fouls to their name. So expect to see Tsubasa Nisbet looking after Talia Tauihi. It's Erin Whalen. Kahu might go straight at her if they get a chance. Graves gets Nisbet to bite. 2-ball doesn't go, and Nisbet goes and gets the rebound. And Nisbet just about gets a pivot foot, but a slight skip, and it's a turnover. They travel the call.
Just dragging that back foot. Not what you need with 3 minutes to go.
Tauihi from the drive baseline, Nisbet on her. That leaves a wide open Michaela Cox, who trains the 3 and just the slightest glimmer of a double fist pump from Michaela Cox.
Well, she'll be happy because she was 0-5. She finally makes a three-pointer.
Baptiste drives and is fouled, and we'll go with the Rosine to shoot 2. Marte Grays, I think, called for the foul, which would be her 4th. You see, all the pressure on Tupaia leaves a wide open Michaela Cox. Such is the danger that this Kahu side pose. Baptiste misses her first. This game, Donna, just in danger of getting away from the Pouakai with 2.5 minutes to go. The trail by 6.
Yeah, they're going to need a couple of really big defensive stops, but the Kahu are finding their groove at the moment. Got scorers everywhere on the court, really.
So Bo Agnew into the game.
Michaela Cox yelling at Crystal Leger-Walker. Someone come and inbound the ball.
Reed. Baptiste as well to shut down her space. Grays. Off the back iron, Bo Agnew, offensive rebound. Defensive rebound, I should say, for Tessa Bo Agnew, rebound number 10.
And that's what the Pouakai need. They need a couple of stops.
Goulding puts the ball on the floor. Into the lane she goes. Whalen takes a step back for a deep 3.
Goulding.
Offensive board. Goulding, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Big offensive board. That's her 5th for the night. But just a bit static on offense. All standing and watching the person with the ball. Not flashing to the hoop. Tucking the shirt in. Does it really matter if the shirt's tucked in or not?
That's a question for FIBA. I should be waking up in Switzerland in about an hour or 2, if you want to get on the phone.
Well, the thing is, they just go down the other end and pull it back out. She makes both. 4 points, Hugh.
74-70, Kahu lead.
Still plenty of time.
Tupaia. Step back from the elbow, leaves it short. And Goulding comes away with the board. Big possession for the Pouakai. Here's Goulding over to Bo Agnew. Baptiste drives up with the left, misses the bunny. Trinity Baptiste did the hard work, but missed the layup.
I think she was a bit surprised that the lane opened up as wide as it did.
Someone did a great job at clearing out a bit of spacing there. It might have been Mary Goulding.
Let's go.
Pouakai needing to get a stop here.
Cox fires it over to Tupaia.
Oh, what a pass!
Great pass to Grays. And a 6-point lead with a minute to go. Talia Tupaia with 23 points. And a beautiful assist to Marte Grays on that one as Whalen tries to find a bit of space. Defense this time from Tupaia.
Pause where a few bodies land on the ground. But Leger-Walker just comes away with it.
And there's Michaela Cox. Cool, calm as you like. And a timeout called from the Mainland Pouakai. With this game just slipping away from them.
As is the time.
The relentless offense and defense of this Northern Kahu side continues. They lead by 8, I should say. Remember to stay with us from 7:30 here at Christchurch Arena. It will be a South NBL game, and always on the highlights of the South NBL season when the Canterbury Rams take on the Nelson Giants. Both with different top six calculations on the go. The Giants lead the league and looking to lock in a top 2 finish with a win tonight. That'll mean a bye on the first night of the final 6 up in Auckland.
Well, it means so much to have that first seed placing, isn't it, going into that top 6. I think you also get a day off in between.
And the Canterbury Rams looking to keep their hopes alive. And we'll talk more about that one from 7:30 here on Sky Sport. For now, it's the last 38.7 seconds of this fiercely contested battle between the Pouakai and the Kahu. Started with a 10-0 run from the Pouakai. And led by as many as 14 in the first half, but
the
Kahu
Kahu
side.
Just a different team in the second half. Like, where was that intensity and effort in that first half? I think they were a wee bit shell-shocked with how the Pouakai started the game. They're straight into Tessa.
There you go. Steps through. And is fouled. Basket counts. She'll go to the line to shoot one more. So the play from the inbound worked. It's been Talia Tupaya and Michaela Cox, as always, who've led the way for the Kahu. But what about the work of Mate Grays? 16 points, some big buckets, 2 of which have come from beyond the arc.
And timely, too, at the right time, nailing those shots. And this is a big one for Tessa Boagni. Worse than waiting even longer before you shoot your foul shot.
There's a slight discrepancy between the scoreboards, I think. So timeout is called by the officials as they get this right. So just to fill you in at home, on the scoreboard in the arena, it says 78-72 to the Kahu. On your screen, of course, it says 76-72 to the Kahu. So discrepancy between stats crews, essentially. So this will just be cleared up. There are the stats crew. Just a quick recount. It's Tessa Boagni who has the anxious wait at the line. She's got 8 points, 10 rebounds. 3 blocks as well for the tall fern. There's the Canterbury Rams. Coach Judd Flavel, get ready. Look on and prepare for their game at 7:30.
Trying not to smile as the camera pans across. Walter Brown holding
it's an undermanned Canterbury Rams tonight. You see Max Darling there in the middle of your screen with that knee brace. She heard at Tall Black Studio. We'll talk more about that one from 7:30, of course. Let's have a look, shall we? The work of Crystal Ledger-Walker so far in this one. She had 11 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals.
Oh, yeah, look, she's just so sound. She's really the package. She can shoot when she wants to shoot, but she looks to throw the ball up to her teammates. Created so much defensively as we see a drive to the basket. Also has that ability to shoot that 3. Crystal does so well at creating that space. A few years playing college ball in the States helps with that.
Still has a huge following at the university, at Washington State University, where her sister will continue, Charlize. So the score has been confirmed as 78-72, which won't have affected the play because that's what it says in the arena anyway. So no effect for the players or the coaches as Tessa Boagni gets it to go and makes it a 5-point game. Full court pressure.
Yep, full court pressure.
Hippolyte fouls Cox. Still some fouls to give for the Pouakai. So Reid inbounds from the sideline. Boagni trying to get in her way. Has to get it in. And the call is a player timeout. So a smart call from Tada Reid to prevent the violation on the inbound. Just a reminder, as a Sky City player timeout rule, that the 30-second timeout called by the players, and the coaches aren't allowed to talk to their teams during so. Inbound comes, and here's Ledger Walker fouled by Hippolyte. Again, on Hippolyte, the one with a few fouls up her sleeve, clearly. That's her third. And this time, Ledger Walker will go to the line to shoot.
She's made both her last attempts from the Rosine.
Well, who's that come off? And it has come off Trinity Baptiste. Big call, and I think the right one. So it will remain Kahu possession.
And Trinity Baptiste knows that it did come off her.
Over the top to Cox it goes. Boagni chasing her, looking for a foul. And Cox too fast. And eventually the foul is there from Erin Whalen. And Erin Whalen was reticent to commit it because that's her fifth. And Tupai will go to the line, smile on her face. She knows she's done the work in this game.
She's trying to get the call for the pulled shirt. See, here lies the problem, because it's not tucked in, Hugh. Probably not the person you want at the line.
She's 6 for 7 now from the free throw line. 7 for 8, I should say. Mark at 8, dude. 8 for 9.
25 points.
And
what
another
a second
player
half.
timeout, this time from the Pouakai as they just draw up their player. It means they get to inbound the ball up the court. Puts the decision-making in the hands of the players, as you see. Mary Goulding leading the way of the Sky City player timeout.
Let's go team, Solon!
So 19 seconds to go. Pouakai look inside for Tessa Boagni again. And he goes to Baptiste. Oh, loses the ball as she elevated to shoot the three. Buys a bit more space, does get the three off. Oh, there's Mary Goulding again with an offensive rebound and a putback. Offensive rebound number 6, I should say.
Yeah, which takes her tally to 9. She's been great on the glass.
And a quick foul sends Kahu to the line to finish this game, essentially. They're just working out how many seconds is left on the clock, essentially.
It's going to be enough for a touch, and that will be it. Oh, no. Well,
7 seconds on the clock. So there will be time for Pouakai to go the other way. Tane Tupai makes her first. And her second.
that's impressive, isn't it? 10 from 11 from the Rosine.
Hippolyte around the Boagni screen. It's going to be Baptiste, is it? It is. Crossover, gets it up, doesn't go, but it's full time here at Christchurch Arena in the first of the double header, and it's the Northern Kahu who have come from behind to beat the Mainland Pouakai 83-75. Stick with us on Sky Sport from 7:30, Sal's NBL action between the Giants and the Rams, and Donna and myself will be back for that one. We'll see you in half an hour.
Oh, is that for there?
Yeah.
I was going to back.
I'll do that.